the middle of video. In the middle of my video, guys, it clicked off. So I'm back. I am back. Excuse me. So this is like, I guess, part two. We were talking about people living true face and fake face, right? People not being them true selves. And people just going to the extreme just to fit in to society, fit into friends group, fit into jobs, just fitting in, you know? And at the end of the day, I feel like none of those things are important. None of those things are important. Because if people are gonna like you, they're gonna like you. If they don't like you, they just don't like you. So why bother faking? Hold on, guys. Why bother fake the funk? So I'm getting ready to go in my face group group after this because we have an interesting discussion over there. And the video that I'm going to be showing you guys, I told you that I will be showing videos that I watch on YouTube from time to time, and this one was very, very interesting. Hold on, guys. I do not own the right to this video at all. It's a housewarming goes wrong, and it's from Cashflow Harlem. I absolutely love his content. I kind of like the way he do it in a poetic type of way. You know, everybody on YouTube have their own style, and that's another thing that I'm saying is like, you don't have to act, or your page don't have to be like nobody else. Just be you. Like everybody, God gave everybody their own anointed, their own spirits, you know, your own luster, your own vibe, you know what I mean? And nobody can, as much as they try to mimic you, they're never gonna be you. Never, ever, ever. All right? You're unique, basically, in your own rights. You are unique. I want to welcome everyone that is watching. I want to thank all my subscribers. Let's have this discussion, guys. So, when you are in a group, you know, some people put on, they go back and forth. When they're behind the scene, like I'm in my little prayer closet right now, you're one way, and then when you're outside, you're another way. And some people, their true self, like it or not, period. You know, some people, when they're with friends, they put on this phony act, and it's like, you can see it. You know what I'm saying? If you have discernment, you could definitely see it. Some people, they go around, and if they're in one friend group, they act one way. If they're in another friend group, they act another way. And it's just like, ugh, enough. Just be yourself. It's sufficient enough. You showing up as you is sufficient enough. You don't have to go overboard. In a relationship, the way it looks like, you go overboard. You're not even married to this man yet or this woman, and it's like you're going overboard. You feel like it's the first date. You feel like you have to give them extraordinary gifts for them to like you. You feel like you have to put on this, like, you don't even wear makeup, right? Let's just say you're a woman. You don't even wear makeup. For this guy, you just feel like you have to put it on. This is why you see a lot of women running to get butt enhancement, breast enhancement. And at the end of the day, some people say they're doing it for themselves. I don't know. If you're happy within yourself, you're just happy within your own skin. Because none of these external things is going to make you happy, period. You know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, guys, I never, ever, ever, ever in my life seen my mother without makeup, ever. She's always done up. So it was real weird when I went to Florida recently to see her. She's 85, 86 years old. And she just was like dressed down. Because of course she's getting older, and she I was like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, just people put on acts, guys. People put on acts, and I feel like you should just be yourself, period. Period. People watching me right now, I'm in my house. I got on my nightgown. Okay, and I was not going to get up, and I think I look presentable enough, and I just was not going to. If you like me, you like me. That's it. I'm not doing no extra. I don't have to. I just want to be comfortable in my own skin, and that's how I'm showing up in the world. Okay, so I'm going to play the video Again, I do not own the rights to this video, but the content is for learning purposes only, and it's a housewarming goes wrong, and it's from Cashflow Harlem. You guys can go check out his channel. Please do go over there and give him a like, subscribe. Oh, let me see. Look, let me hit the subscription button. I didn't know I wasn't subscribed to him because I watch him quite a few times. Why is it saying sign in? Anyway, it's saying sign in. Maybe I'm not signed on my channel. Anyway, I will make sure.
Before this video start, warning. Who about to witness is one crazy housewarming somewhere in the plush place. Home raised on the delicious looking cupcakes. Beverages, natural things, warm energy, smiling, having any drinks. Yeah, smiles that can light up a room. Now what's a celebration without the balloons?
Well, guys, how many of you know that people wear fake smiles? As I'm watching this video, I'll be stopping from time to time just to talk about certain things. How many of you guys know that people wear fake smiles? And I mean those smiles, people could just turn it on and turn it off. I just cannot. If I don't like you, you are going to know. I don't even want to be around you. I can't. But, sometimes in life, I used to say, oh, I wish I could be like that, but I don't. I do not. Like I said, people use jokes to disguise the way they feel about you and their smile and sarcasm. So just watch out. Watch out for those little funny things. But this story right here is, when I saw it, I was like, I had to bring it here because I feel like it's just a learning process. And I will be stopping from time to time.
Shots, you know the mood though. Look at this, nice game of Uno. Yeah, everything just lit. I'm talking big drinks, big gifts, semen type live. But whoa, what's going on? The police is outside. Something wrong. The man who threw this housewarming event for his new home is really not the owner. Wow, he broke in the house while the real homeowners was out of town. Wait, sheesh. He changed the locks, moved in, and even made a fake lease. Going to jail. From housewarming to a...
Guys, make sure you go check out his channel. That's Cashflow Harlem. He is amazing. I have to make sure I subscribe to his channel because he is really, really good. And I will put the full video in here as well. But, okay, so this guy had people in his house. I'm telling you, I wonder how much of those people were really friends, or were they just coming there because he was now in certain neighborhood and they just wanted to go to attend. You have people that just want to be in certain circle and they don't care. They'll do anything to get there. If you ever been to like celebrity events, you'll see the lines as long around the corner because people are just there trying to get in to fit in. You know what I mean? You don't have to fit in. You are the whole course, okay? It's just real weird. So then this guy, people were there smiling, drinking. Another thing I'm thinking about, as I said, like people wear fake faces, fake smiles, fake jokes. They're really joking with you, but they're really serious. You know what I mean? They throw in daggers, but you don't see them because they're laughing so hard. Listen, don't let nobody clown you. Okay? We gotta open our eyes, guys. It's real out here, very real. You gotta be careful. As I'm watching this video, this is what's coming to my mind. As he's sharing drinks, right, and he's being so pretentious, as he's sharing the drinks and everything, I'm thinking about these people are there with this fake person. He lied, the police came, everything. He could have spiked the drink, he could have poisoned the food. He could have did a lot of things. I do not want to be around fake people because they will go through the extreme just to prove themselves. And a liar is a thief. You got to be careful. The thief came to steal, kill, and destroy. Do you guys know that T-free thieves, that's a form of witchcraft. Manipulating people is a form of witchcraft, guys. Things we take so simple, but we don't see the spiritual meaning behind it. Listen, let me know what you guys think. Again, I will drop the video in here. Do you know anyone that always pretending, always lying about something? Even the thing about it is when people lie, it's very dangerous. A liar could lead you to your death. And you know what's wrong? That's called You have compulsive liars and you have pathological liars. Pathological liars, they believe they're lies because they're living in a delusion. So you're thinking they're lying, but they believe they're delusion. It's all in their mind. They believe they're lying. Which is why every time you ask them the truth, that you got to really try to understand. Psychology is a great subject to learn. You learn how people behave. People that lie, they believe their own delusions. So while you both, basically, we're both living in two different reality. All right. How many of you guys know your mind is your world? That is the real world right there, you know? So if you're living in one world and this person is living in another world, you're thinking the person is lying based on what you're seeing and the feedback you're getting, and you know for a fact, but they're living in their own reality as well. And you both think you're right. So both are not going to win. So this is why they say Amos 3:3, can two walk together lest they agree? You cannot agree with a liar. If you're walking in the light, you cannot walk with somebody that's walking in darkness. All right? You got to walk in spirit and truth when you're dealing with God, period. And the story, there is no, some people say, little white lies, this, that. Little white lies grow and grow and grow and grow. And I'm not saying we're perfect, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the government, to tell you the truth, if you're applying for certain things, it's like you got to tell little white lies. If not, you're not going to get this, whatever it is you're getting, whether it's immigration papers or food stamps or whatever jobs, people lie there too. You know what I mean? So it's the way the world is set up. You know what I mean? But people are trying to reach the highest of the high, but the highest of the high is God, and they're not even thinking about God sometimes. They are living for this world, and they will lie, steal, cheat to get whatever they want. The next video I'm going to be showing you guys, and I don't know when I'm going to come with it. I have so much videos to show you guys. There's this father that is, he has a couple girls. I'm going to say he has 2 girls. He have, I think, about 4 or 5 children, but the girls, he molested the girls, and it's a big case now. So I want to talk about that as we stay on the sexual abuse topic. But my videos, especially when I go live, it's going to be about abuse while I get my groundings. It's going to be about just life lessons and how you could overcome these things, like live in your true self. Listen, we got to take a deep breath in life, number one. When you start opening the books of the Bible and start reading, you're going to find out that you don't have to live in like men's standard of life. You know what I mean? You can't please man. You can't please man. Some people come into your life for lessons, for blessings, and you have to know what that lesson is. Some people come into your life for a season. You might know a person for a day that it left a big impact on your life. You might be with somebody for years and you just found out something about the person and you just decided to cut the relationship off. But whatever it is, whatever that lesson, each person that come into your life is a lesson. So you take the lesson, you learn, and you move on. But once that mask drop off that person's face, you're never going to see them the same again, but you must forgive. Forgive for yourself and move on. Because I think the reason why people act like this is because they trying to live up to people's expectation instead of just being themselves. Just being themselves and people just accepting them or not. People going to like you or not. When they meet you, they're either going to like you or don't like you. That's it. Why do you need to pretend? I don't understand. And then once you lie, you got to keep on telling one lie. I don't know how liars remember their lies because it's just the lies are piling up. You know what I mean? Piling up on top of each other. It's too hard. Why bother? If you got to go through so much lies and deceit to deceive somebody, like this guy now. Okay, so now that the cops came, right? Everybody, he humiliated himself because now the cops came and everybody is seeing him for like a liar. And now some of these people might not talk to him again. Some of them may talk to him, but he's a liar and a deceiver. Like, just be yourself. You know what I mean? You don't have to put on no pretend act. Just be yourself Okay? People gonna like you or not. And if they don't like you, boom, you established who these people are in your life and you just move on. You cannot force people to like you. You cannot force yourself on people. You don't have to do that. You do not have to pretend. You got people pretending to be in a certain category financially, and what they do is they go and purchase property like this guy, breaking into somebody's house just to look a certain way. Some people lie. This is another thing. People lie on resume and they ace the interview because they know how to speak good. Like, they know how to go in there and pretend. But when they get on the job, the whole resume was a lie. This is why I don't even understand why jobs even ask for a resume, because it's a lie. It's just a lie. People lie. If you know how to write a good resume, you could get a $100,000 job. Trust me. But the thing about it is, when you go in there, how are you going to perform? Do you even have the skills? You understand? I don't even think they check to see if you went to XYZ college. You can put anything you want to put on your resume. If you're a liar and a deceiver, you can't do that. You know what I mean? So I just believe in living in truth. Living in truth. And that's it. Just show up as your true self, period, and a story. You got some people, right? They have friends. You going out with your friends, and you show up, right? Because you're showing up as your true self. One of the things that I do is, like, when I'm going out with my friend, if we know where we're going, right? We know we're going to an elegant event. So I know I have to dress a certain way. Preferably I always wear black, right? Because black, you can't go wrong. Business events, industry event, black all the way. You can't go wrong. So anywho, you show up to pick up your friend, or now you look a certain way, right? Even though you think you just look ordinary, your friend decides when he or she comes downstairs, oh my God, before they tell you look nice, they gonna go back upstairs because they're measuring what you got on and how they look. So what they do is decide to go upstairs and change their clothes. And I used to sit there like a fool and wait on this person. No more. If you choose to go upstairs and change your clothes, you can meet me at the event because I'm not going to wait on you. A lot of times, in that case, you lose your opportunity because now you got to wait on this insecure person because they don't know. You looked in the mirror before you came downstairs, so why now you see me and you want to go upstairs and change it? This is supposed to be your friend that is envious and jealous of you. You both look nice, but you just have different styles. You know what I mean? I don't like friends like that. I don't. Now that the information dropped in my lap and I know about these narcissistic, unhealthy people, yeah, I'm not gonna put up with that. I'm not gonna sit in my car for you to go upstairs and change your clothes. You can take an Uber and meet me at the location. Period. It's just not. It's not a nice look at all. People, like I said, even the people that are showing up at this job, they lie on their resume, they come in, they ace, they just know to have a great conversation, they know how to do that connection thing, but when they get to the job, they're watching everybody else and they don't have a clue. I experienced that quite a while. You have even managers that show up. How many of you guys know managers that show up or have this job and what they do is they rely on what you would call the lower level people that have the experience but don't have the degree. They have the experience. The lower level people been at the job 7-10 years and should get that position that the manager have, but because the manager have the degree, the manager gets the job. But when the manager comes down, they don't have no experience. They just lie on the resume. I know people that do that all the time. They get on the job and it's just like they're trying to, what they do, they find the strongest person on the job and they friend them up, they ask them all these questions, and the person that's there working for a long time don't understand that the manager is really just picking their brain to learn about the job because they're getting information. And oh yeah, you could come. I have an open door policy on my job, on my open door policy in my office. You could come in anytime, and all they do is sit down there and listen to you talk. Because you also, lower level worker, want to fit in. So you're telling the boss everything, and what that boss do is take your idea and never, ever, ever give you credit. Never take your idea. And then one time you're gonna sit there and you're gonna say, "Oh my God." Every time it's like something new policy or something, a new idea come out because they ask you for suggestion. Like, some jobs have the suggestion box. You could put suggestion there, and they take your idea and never ever give you credit. They don't even acknowledge you. And once that boss get in the company and get their bearings, they toss you to the side. Now they don't want to see. They give you the worst schedule, everything, like you never exist, because they already used you up. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? So I am going to get off of this, guys. But again, I'm going to be doing more and more live. And I'm going to drop the video in the comment section. I'm going to pin it, actually, so you guys can take a look at this. This whole world is a learning platform if you pay attention and look what's going on. By the way, I think it was today or yesterday, USA, allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, shot down the balloon because China, our friend, is spying on us. I think it happened in South Carolina. So you guys, listen, like when I tell you guys, pray up, I tell you guys, since the big came in, the light switch came on, and everybody, everybody is like losing their mind. Everybody is different now. People are acting like robots. People are crossing the street and they're just like this on their phone. Just like checked out. They don't even look like they have a soul anymore, because people are so checked out. They're like robots. And now guess what they're doing? Ushering robots. McDonald's will be having like a robot serving your food soon. I cannot stand when you go to the cash register, the little cash register non-interpersonal communication, where you gotta be talking to a machine. Sometimes you don't even know how to use the technology. They do have somebody to come over and help you, but it's just like ridiculous. You know what I mean? The bank is going that way as well. There's not gonna be no tellers there to assist you. You're gonna be talking to the machines. So what I'm suggesting to you guys is, as we growing into the new humans, the new world order, for you to, as much as you can, learn new skills as much as you can. We're living on these things now, right? So as much as you can, they got Zoom classes on many different subjects. You could go to Eventbrite, type in whatever it is you want to learn, and sit in a little Zoom class, because we all talking on these screens now, which I don't like. I prefer to touch somebody and look people in the eye, like look people in their soul. You know what I mean? And even like I said, you're walking on the street, people don't look in your eyes no more. Dehumanizing people. Okay? That's not good, guys. It's not a good look. So many things to talk about on this channel, and I do not want to keep you guys too long. As the download come in, that's where I'm spilling it out and giving it to you guys. If you guys would like to join me on my social network, that is Instagram, Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on TikTok, but I really don't like TikTok because of the algorithm and what's going on there with your data. I don't like it at all. So it's still up there, but I do not post on there. I actually deleted the app off my phone. I do not want to use TikTok. By the way, when you guys are signing up for these apps and everything, make sure you read the contract, especially the finest print. Don't worry about the big words. The finest print, I don't know how people it happens to me when I drop the car off to my clients all the time. They just take the contract and they just sign. And then when I go back to get the car, I said, the car is like on half and you got the car on full, and they get upset because you didn't read the contract to see that you have to bring the car back on full. So now you're going to get charged $75, whereas if you would have went to the gas station, it would have been something like maybe $40, So I don't know, guys. If you could get a truth out of somebody these days, you keep these people around you. You keep these God-fearing people around you, because these little imposters, people that like to lie and deceive people, be very, very careful. And I don't care if they are family member, if they are bosses, children. I do not care. You got to be careful of people in your circle. I don't care who they are because they are not God. Once you hear the gossiping, once you hear the lies, once you see the fruit of their spirit, because that's what you're going to test people by, the fruit of their spirit, how they treat people, how they conduct and treat themselves, Oh, let me share this with you since we're talking about the subject of do people wear a mask in your circle and the people in your circle. So, I had an experience this weekend where my car, I couldn't hear the horn from my car, right? And without saying anything about the person, I was trying to get my car fixed, right? And the person, which was supposed to be a professional, right? It makes you want to look at people differently. And the person said to me, oh, I could take care of that problem for you if you keep on having car problem. He was insinuating that he could actually do like insurance fraud, that I can make my car somehow be stolen or catch a fire, and it would be well taken care of so I could get money. I was like, never, ever. And I stood there and I couldn't believe my ears. And I said, never, ever speak to me that way again. I am a child of God, not to say that I'm perfect because I'm not. But I believe in walking in integrity. I believe in reaping what you sow. And these spiritual ramifications, guys, is nothing to be played with. You might think the world is not going to catch what you're doing, but remember, I said God will watch you all the time. And that's how you need to live your life. And when I say the fruit of the spirit, these are the things you need to. When those things happen, your antenna need to go up. So even though I just know this person for like 3 weeks now, he made me look at him. He don't know that. The whole office was laughing, but I'm looking at the surrounding of the people and seeing where their minds are. You understand? Because I do not, since I got betrayed, once you get betrayed by a person that was very close to you, you don't think it's funny. Now, people around you might not know that you got betrayed, right? But that's a triggering moment for me. You understand what I'm saying? Because when he said that to me and everybody else in the circle is laughing, I'm like, okay, this is the fruit. That's the fruit that I'm talking about, guys. The spirit of the people, the fruits that they're bearing, the lying, the cheating, the laughing, you know what I'm saying? The disguising of bad behavior. That's not God, okay? So that just makes me look at them different, and I know how to move around these people. I'm so glad. When people show you who they are, believe them and learn. That's one lesson right there, okay? So learn from those people's actions, their words. You know what I'm saying? Learn. I just look at them completely different now. These people, I will not eat from them. Like I said, once you get that betrayed trauma, you don't trust people like that. And my antenna went all the way up, and I'm like, wow. And this is supposed to be business people. So these are people you're doing business with. They have no integrity. They will do anything. And that's people these days. They will do anything to get to the next level. They will do anything to get to the top. They will cut their mother's throat. And listen, that's a whole nother thing I want to talk about. I got a video coming where a father raped off his 2 girls. He's about to go to jail. He's in hiding right now. You got a mother that killed her 3 children and jumped through the window. I'm going to be showing you guys that video soon. And you got a father that was driving with his family. And you know what he did, guys? He drove off the cliff. He drove off the cliff. So now, it's even in the Bible, where it's the people in your circle. The enemies are in your household. They are in your household. Okay? So just be careful, guys. Sleep, but don't sleep too tight. Always have your antenna up. Okay? Because watch what you say to people. Another thing, like we're wearing disguise these days, what I don't like about these devices, even though these devices are here to help us, what I see that I don't like these days, a lot of people, what they do, you're talking to me, right? I'm your friend. I'm old school all the way. When I'm talking to people and I see they got their phone, or when people call me with their gossiping self, I don't want to do no talking. I'm just going to listen, or I'm going to cut them off and tell them I got something to do. All right? Because gossiping is not of God either. I didn't know that until I started reading the Bible. It's not good. Listen, these devices, what they do is if you have a friend talking to you on the phone or whatever, they tape you, record you. They got people listening to you on three-way phone. They're sitting down. You're having a discussion face to face with them. They're playing with their phone like this, but they got it down and they're taping you. And next thing you know, your business upon social network. You having sex with the man of your life. He got a video camera taping you like you a porn star and you didn't even know it. You didn't even know you were a porn star. Next thing you know, and that is a crime. If anybody do that to you guys, one thing you guys need to learn is not to stay quiet when people abuse you, whether they abuse you on the internet, whether they abuse you in person, whether they abuse you in your family, on your job. Do not stay quiet. If you're on the job and people are taking advantage of you, first of all, when you do get the employer handbook, make sure you open it and you read it, guys. Read the employer handbook because it has depth in there. It has a lot of information in there, and the company has to follow that policy. And I'm telling you, when your boss starts talking to you and you go, oh yeah, but that's not the company's policy, because let's just say here, for instance, you said I can't wear my hair cover. Where is it in the policy? Because I don't see that in there. You know what I'm saying? That's the Crown Act as well. Nobody can tell you nothing about your hair on the job, okay? And if you're having a problem with wearing your natural hair on the job or any hair problem, they could tell you to wear a net, yes, but they cannot make any suggestion on your hair at all. No, they could say put it up or put on a net. If you're working in a food environment, but they cannot tell you cut your hair, this, that, or no, they cannot do that. It's called the Crown Act. You guys could go look it up yourself. I want to give you guys another important website that you should be looking out for, and that's the new, well, I'm in New York, right? So it will be newyork.gov, and wherever you are, it will be .gov. And they have tons of information there, health information. And remember, if you're an immigrant, you can, and you have the right to apply for health insurance, and you're going to get it. You have the right to apply for an ID. To walk around and with nobody bothering you. It's called ID in New York, ID wherever state you're in. You could get the ID to walk around, so if the cops stop you, you could be identified. You could also get a driver's license if you're an immigrant as well. On that website, you can get licensed. They got information about cannabis, how you can get started with your cannabis company. They got all type of license and information. They got classes, they got jobs. So, you can look out for that. And I didn't mean to go out on a rant, but if I'm on a resource company, I'm going to tell you guys about resources that I think you should, you could have handy. You have, that's just a good website to look at. And that website, the .gov website, is always updated. That website helps you with housing. So even though people think that the memorandum ran out, they gave them extra money. So if you're in your home and you hold rent, and the landlord is threatening to exterminate you, to evict you, you can go to the .gov website. Again, I'm in New York, so it will be newyork.gov. Whatever state you're in, .gov, right? And you could apply for, it's called ERAP program, ERAP program. Once you apply, it takes a half an hour to apply for that program, guys. Once you apply, they cannot kick you out, okay? Until that application comes through. And trust me, you're going to get it. You're going to get all your rent paid off. All right, guys? So try that. They got housing information on there as well, domestic violence information on there, guys. So if you are in a domestic violence, and that's one of the things we talk about here at Rosa's Resources, if you are having domestic violence hardship, both you and your children, your dogs as well, your pets, you can get help, guys. You can get your lock changed. You can get housing, guys. They will bring you to another state if you don't want to stay in the state that you're being having violence, and you can get to go to another state, and you will get an apartment, not just shacking up. You will get an apartment. So let them help you with that. Just go over to whatever I'm in New York State. .gov, South Carolina.gov, Maryland.gov, whatever it is .gov. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm trying to just give you guys everything that I have here. But just on the whole fake self, that's another thing. So if you have so much pride, right? You know you're going to get kicked out of your apartment, but because you don't want your friends to know this and your friends to know that, please don't worry about that. Because you worrying about that, right? But those same friends that you're worrying about, if you say, can you give me $2,000 to help me with my rent or whatever you can to help me with my rent, you think they're going to give it to you? No, so why are you worrying about them? Why are you worrying about them? Maybe you should give them the information for E-Rap themselves, because they're probably in the same, those people that you're looking up to might be in the same situation that you're in, or worse. All right? You think they're having a great relationship with their spouse. In the meantime, in between time, them supposed to beat them up, treating them bad and everything, but on the outside looking in, you think they have a great relationship. So don't judge, okay? Don't judge. Just live the best life that you can live, and don't worry about what your neighbor is doing. That's none of your business, okay? Okay, so people just, they do all type of things, guys. People, you know how you have different price range for different things? It's up to you if you want to go to the thrift shop, or you want to go to Louis Vuitton or Berry, whatever you call those brands, all right? But you rather go to Berry, pay your big money, and you know you can't afford it. So you max out all your credit card just to show off or just to fit in. You don't have to fit in anywhere. You do not have to fit in anywhere, guys, anywhere. You know, do you know that if you go to the thrift shop and you shop at the thrift shop, guys, they have brand new clothes still with tags, and they got what you call it, like vintage clothes, beautiful clothes that, listen, when you go to these stores to shop them the clothes, when you get those clothes, them just rip up so fast. The vintage shop, the thrift shop have good quality clothes that don't even come out of the, they still on tag, especially if you're shopping in a great location like Long Island or Westchester, where those rich people just like, they have the clothes, they take it out their closet, they throw out their clothes like water, okay? Don't try to keep up with the Jones, guys. It's not realistic at all. And they don't care. Those same people that you're trying to keep up with, those same very people, are probably laughing behind your back. Who cares about them? Who cares? Just live your best life. Do you, basically. Just do you. You understand me? Love yourself and just be you. You don't got to prove nothing to nobody. Nobody. All right? Live in your own means. All right? Wherever your hat could fit, that's where you're going to wear it. Grab where you can reach. Don't try to reach to the mountaintop if you can't reach there yet. Slow and steady win the race, honey. Slow and steady down on your knees. That's what's going to win the race. I'm telling you right now. Longevity, truth, and rights. Not fake. Nobody want to be, I don't know about you guys. I don't want to be around no fake friends. Let me share this story real quick before I go, guys. One of my friends is a guy. Because you guys think things can't happen to men, but men go through it too. Again, most of my listeners, and I want to shout out to all of my male listeners, my females as well. I thank you guys for being here, but I'm so happy that the guys come over here to watch me. Mwah! I love you guys too. Most of my listeners are males. They're getting beat up on, trampled on and everything, but I welcome them over here. Okay? I understand. So the guy went to a club with his friends, right? They all work buddies. They went out together. The boy is fine. He looked like, I call him Everest Presley. He looked like Everest. He's so fine. Okay? He said, he don't know, like somebody he was drinking, he was feeling tipsy, right? He should have known his limit, right? He should have known his limits, but he didn't. Some female, he don't even know the girl. She brought him the drink and she said, oh, one guy bought her the drinks, but she don't want it. And she gave it to him. And because in licky, in Jamaica we say licky, because he was like greedy. Greedy meaning greedy for drinks, greedy for money, greedy for sex, just greedy, don't know how to say no, don't know how to pass things up. You run into a lifetime of hell sometimes, okay? So he took the drink, gobble, 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 gobble it down. Next thing you know, he was passed out outside. All right? His friends came outside because they was wondering, he said his friends was wondering where he was. And they had to take him to the hospital because apparently his drink was tapped, or whatever you call that stuff that they put in your drinks. All right? And that goes for people that smoke weed as well. I always tell my children, if you smoke, I bet they'll take you on $10 or $20, whatever it costs now, and buy your own stuff, because I have your own money when you go out. And watch your drinks. Whether you're in a person's house or at a bar, watch your drinks, because you got people that they smile. I had a video and the guy showed us how they did it, and it's just so cute the way they just tap it in there in your face. Like, you know, the devil sometimes he don't hide it. It's right in your face, just like how the government is doing us right now. They're not hiding no more. It's right up in your face. So it was right up in his face, and they just tip it in, and that was it. That was it, guys. So just be careful out here. Like, don't pass that joint, because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what your friend is doing. Don't pass that joint unless it's your joint and you trust these people. I don't even understand why people pass joint. Just don't pass it. Just like, if you guys are smoking, right? All of y'all smoking. I don't condone it anymore because I don't smoke anymore, but I'm just saying. And you're rolling, right? And you got a $20 or $50 bag. Just roll up a joint for everyone. Like, why are you passing a joint? Like, I just don't understand. You don't know where people Malta come from. You don't know what they doing with their mouth. You don't know. People don't think about these things, but I do. All right? Yeah, it's not an easy playing field out here. You might have a pure heart towards people, but they don't have a pure heart towards you, honey. And again, I don't care if it's your kids, I don't care if it's your boss, I don't care who it is. You got to be very careful. Once again, you get betrayed by somebody in your circle that you were hugging so tight, but they daggered you in your back. The way you get the dagger in your back, you're like, oh my God, did you do that? Oh my God, I can't believe you did that. But you're dying slowly. You understand what I'm saying? Because you would have never in your life expect for that person to give you that dagger and gave it to you hard too. They was killing you as if they hate you. But all you're doing is giving them love. Okay? They don't want your love. They enjoy your pain. All right? Oh my God. Sometimes, guys, when you're around your friends, I don't know if this ever happened to you. When you're around your fake friends, I don't like new friends. My friends is people that I know 30, 20 years. Like, I don't want this new friends. Sometimes, guys, if you really pay attention and you look over sometime, or you look from your peripheral vision, you're going to see how your friend is staring at you. Just try it sometimes. Look from your peripheral, so you're staring head on, but you're seeing them from the side, how they looking at you upside. They're looking at you up and down like this. But they will never do it in your face, but they're on the side looking at you like that. They can't stand you, but you don't know that. This is why when you're with your friends sometime, guys, when you're with your spouse, or you might have a spouse and you decide to move your friend in your home, or you trust your spouse so much and you say, all right, drop my friend home or whatever, because you trust them, right? You would never think they would do that to you. And you don't know your friend is going to betray you. Your friend and your spouse is going to betray you. You don't know that until the opportunity presents itself. Okay? I'm just saying, guys. You never know a person 100%. You never do, because you're going to be shocked, but don't be shocked. Trust your intuition. It's never, especially if you're a woman, trust your intuition. It's never going to lie to you at all. All right? You're not going to be insecure, but you're going to trust. Once your guts start telling you something, believe it. It's not lying to you. Okay? And I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to leave. And once a person shows you who they are, don't keep on doubting yourself and questioning yourself. Believe them. It's true. They are that person. That is exactly who they are. Forgive them, move on, and never ever take up that friendship again, because it's not going to change. Patterns don't change. Okay? Watch people's pattern is what I'm saying. That's how you're going to know. I'm going to go now. I really appreciate you guys. I will drop the video down here. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to be doing more and more live videos and hoping that it could just grow and grow and grow and grow more. All right, guys. Share. Leave your comment here. And thank you again for being here. All right. And by the way, let me know what you guys took away from this video. What exactly did you learn from this video? And have you ever been betrayed by someone close in your circle before? Share that experience so you can help someone else. Thank you.